Welcome to our podcast, ladies and gentlemen. DCP will, by a landslide, win the All Kalou by-election scheduled to take place on 16th of May 2026, beating their competitor, the UDA party. The nomination conducted by DCP today is something to be admired by other political parties. And I tell you, all the indications clearly point out that DCP is going to make the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, from the turnout, from the report by the All-Kalau voters, from the manner in which this particular nomination was organized, all this confirmed that DCP is going to carry the day when this particular day comes. But before I clearly demonstrate, because the aim of this podcast is to demonstrate for you why DCP is going to win by a landslide this particular by-election. Before I continue, kindly, if you're watching us for the first time, take a minute of your time, subscribe to our podcast, like our videos, click the notification bell so that whenever we make videos, YouTube will automatically notify you. And if you've been here watching us and not yet subscribed, please, it is my humble request to kindly support the podcast by subscribing to our YouTube channel. By the way, subscription is absolutely free. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these four factors point clearly that DCP of Rigathi Gachagua is going to win this particular by-election. Let's start. Talking about the turnout. The turnout that was witnessed today in this particular nomination conducted by a DCP, it is something totally different from what has been witnessed before. It was yesterday when the UDA party carried out their nomination. And I tell you, it was a total shame. It was a total shame. The low turnout that was witnessed in UDA nomination really spoke something volume. And this is what the DCP party is demonstrating. By a huge turnout that was witnessed today in this particular nomination, clearly point out that people are out to come out in large numbers to take the UDA party home. And I tell you, just the same way they demonstrated today, that the same way they showed it today, they're going to do it on 16th of May. When it comes, they're going to win big. The huge turnout, it clearly points out that the DCP party is going to beat by a landslide the UDA party. I want you to listen to the voice of the All-Kalau voters, how they express themselves. And I tell you, the psyche, the strength, it really shows something different. And ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. This is telling us something. The side that these people are demonstrating is not just by a mere coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. In politics, everything counts. And these people are showing that, when they say that in All-Kalau, it is one term, they're showing that they are ready. They're showing, it was so amazing that very early in the morning when the polling stations were open, people were already there. Something that was never witnessed yesterday. It was not there. And, that low turnout, people today are demonstrating that we are ready and we want election as early as possible. In fact, they're saying that 16th ni mbali. Ingekuwa leo tumalizane nao mapema asubuhi na mapema. And I tell you, this energy is too much for the UDA party. UDA party is going to be taken home. DCP is going to beat UDA party by a big margin in this particular by-election. Let's consider the manner in which this particular nomination was conducted. And I tell you, that is when I say it is to be admired by other political parties. Let's start. The presence of the deputy party leader, Cleophas Malala, clearly, communicates something. Cleophas Malala are getting to be avail himself in the nomination. It fuels the psyche. Yeah, it carries that momentum. It tells people that we need to come out in Lanyama to participate, because Cleophas Malala, it carries the mobilization. It carries that that energy in this particular in this particular nomination, and this is evident today. And again, the manner again in which the DCP party carried their nomination is to be admired. Why am I saying that? As early as 6, these people had opened a polling station. As early as 6. And they made sure there was peaceful, voting. And again, it is also to be confirmed here, something that is so important here, that among the 8 contestants in this particular nomination, they came out clearly saying that whoever will emerge to be a winner, they will support. This shows unity in the party. That in as much as hata tukipoteza, we are going to speak one voice. It's going to be the DCP. That these people are going to come, organize themselves, mobilize and rally, campaign for whoever is going to carry the flag today. There is going to be a big blow to the UDA party. UDA does not want this unity, and this unity is going to fuel the victory of the DCP party. Mark the date. Not to forget to mention the All Kalou, the Nyandarua, the Mount Kenya region. This is the biggest headache today for President William Ruto. If there is a region today that is making President William Ruto to have a sleepless night, is Mount Kenya. And the influence, the dominance that the Rigathi Gachagua has shown, demonstrated to the country, the influence he has in Mount Kenya is unquestionable, ladies and gentlemen. It's unquestionable. These people today, they hear no one as Rigathi Gachagua. Watu wanasikiza Rigathi Gachagua. If there is a politician today with a great influence in Mount Kenya, is Rigathi Gachagua. And that is what they're going to demonstrate. Because I see this particular by-election is just like a litmus test. This is just a test. This a mic test. Is going to prove something. It's going to prove the strength that Rigathi Gachagua is having in the region. And I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, not by being any bias, DCP is going to win. DCP is going to carry the day when the time comes. Thank you.